Florence Pugh's best body positivity quotes through the years. Respect people, respect bodies. Florence Pugh has never been afraid to call out unattainable Hollywood beauty standards throughout her career. In 2019, Pugh famously hit back at a review that compared the size of her thighs to those of the WWE pro Soraya Jade Bevis, aka Paige, who she portrayed in the movie Fighting with My Family. "Oh dear," she tweeted in response to the Evening Standard story that March. "Singling out my chunky thighs doesn't help normalizing an all-shape and size Hollywood. In fact, that's part of the problem. I do hope people take more away from the film than the circumference of my hams." The Oscar nominee has also sparked conversation with several of her stunning red carpet looks. In particular, the pink see-through dress she donned at the Valentino Haute Couture fashion show in July 2022 made headlines as it showed off her nipples. Clapping back at haters, she wrote via Instagram at the time, "What's been interesting to watch and witness is just how easy it is for men to totally destroy a woman's body, publicly, proudly, for everyone to see. You even do it with your job titles and work emails in your bio. It isn't the first time and certainly won't be the last time a woman will hear what's wrong with her body by a crowd of strangers. What's worrying is just how vulgar some of you men can be." Scroll below to read Pugh's most empowering body positivity quotes over the years. While speaking with the Sunday Times, Pugh opened up about why she's been a fierce body-positive advocate. "Look, not everybody has legs that go on for days," Pugh explained. "I remember watching this industry and feeling that I wasn't represented. I remember watching women getting torn apart despite being talented and beautiful. The only thing people want to talk about is some useless crap about how they look. I didn't care to abide by those rules. I've loved challenging ideas I don't like." She added, "I wanted to challenge how women were perceived, how we are supposed to look. Actually, I wasn't trying to challenge. I just wanted to be there to make space for a version of a person that isn't all the things they used to have to be. I'm proud I've stuck by myself and look the way I look." Pugh, in particular, wants to be able to help young women coming into this industry by making conversations happen where they weren't before. September 2024. The internet's a very mean place. It's really painful to read people being nasty about my confidence or nasty about my weight. It never feels good, Pugh remarked in an interview with British Vogue. "The one thing I always wanted to achieve was to never sell someone else, something that isn't the real me." As for how she continued to stay true to herself, "I don't think it's confidence in hoping people like me. I think it's just like I don't want to be anyone else," she stated February 2023. In an interview with Vanity Fair, Pugh revealed that she doesn't feel pressure to look a particular way to be considered a role model. "When I started out, my granddad would always tell me off and be like, 'Why are you showing everyone your ugly spots?'" the Midsummer star shared. "He'd be really confused as to why I'd show my cellulite. My answer was like, well, I'd much rather do it than they do it, and then I feel ashamed." When it comes to how she portrays herself in the public eye, she stated, "There's no pretending with me," adding, "When I put on makeup and step in a wonderful dress, I give credit to the people that made me look like that, and I also want my fans to know that A, I don't look like that all the time, and B, I also have stress acne, and I also have hairy eyebrows, and I also have greasy hair." She concluded her thoughts, stating, "I've always thought that was a way better way to do it. Just be honest and open, then no one has to call you out for anything. You are who you are." January 2023. Body image for women is a major thing, Pugh stated while showing off her cooking skills in a Vogue YouTube video. "From the moment you start growing thighs and bums and boobs and all of it, everything starts changing. And your relationship with food starts changing." She went on to recall a weird chapter with the beginning of my career, where people in Hollywood found it confusing that she wasn't complying to fit certain beauty standards. "I think women, especially young women in Hollywood, are obviously putting themselves in all these ways in order to get whatever opportunity that they need to get because that's just the way it's been." But as she stated, "I think I definitely put my foot down in that aspect," adding, "I love food." July 2022. Calling out critics of her sheer Valentino gown via Instagram, the England native slammed comments regarding disappointment over breast size. "So many of you wanted to aggressively let me know how disappointed you were by my tiny TI.